So quickly, I want to go over the second action for pasting in the album cover to show you the things that are different about that, and a couple of other things at the end that you'll need to be aware of. So same as before, I've got my two files open with the template in front. Let me go into full screen mode. The first thing that's different is that your placeholder layer, your picture mask here, is actually a smart object, and the action doesn't work on a smart object, so this has to be rasterized first. Normally you just right click and select rasterize layer, but I've actually just written that into the action. And since when it's done with this, it closes this template without changing anything, your original template will stay untouched. So the keyboard shortcut here is Command F10. I'm just going to hit that, and it should paste the image into this area. And there we go. And then I can just rearrange it, actually put it in pretty close. So there's a couple of different things in there, but it essentially works the same as the original one. Sorry, I didn't hit the right key. So when we're done, we'll go into the folder, or the folders rather. You'll see that export warning again, and you'll see that now the cover is in there both in the PSD and in the print album. I'm going to open this one back up. So one of the things that you'll need to do, or you'll need to be aware of, is when you go to rewrite these save steps, you want to make sure that when you double click the save step to rewrite this, in the dialog that comes up, that you select the right file format. Now it should select it the correct one automatically, but just be sure that when you're saving the PSD that it is a PSD document. Make sure this embed color profile is turned on. That way whatever color space you're working on will be embedded in your files, and your lab won't have any issues with that. And then hit save. And the same thing when you're rewriting the save as JPEG step. Make sure that JPEG is selected down here and embed color profile is turned on. That should always stay on. Alright, so I mentioned to you that I could have written these actions with these two steps being first. I could just highlight them, drag them up to the top, and now they would play first, and that deletes the text layer. But I don't like that because I do like to see that I have the right image, and that text layer just kind of helps me do that, so I leave it there. But if you wanted to move it, that's how you do it. So why wouldn't you save these directly to the clients folder? Because every time this comes up, every time, let me open this back up again. The thing about the actions is they do everything automatically, and you don't have to sit there and do anything on each file. If you save them into the clients folder every time, this is going to come up. You're going to have to navigate to that folder, hit save, rename it if you want. It's just a lot of extra steps. It's a lot easier to just create these empty folders, let the action populate the folders, and then just when they're done, just simply drag them into the clients folder or wherever you want them. Couple of notes on batch renaming. We looked at batch rename already, but we'll look at it again here. There is an option here for moving these files to another folder, so you could do this when you rename, but again, you have to select that, you have to hit browse, you have to navigate to the folder. It's just a lot of extra steps, whereas if you just run the actions as they're written, it does it. You can literally walk away, other than placing the images right where you need them, and there's just not a lot of extra steps to do. That's literally the only thing that it'll stop.